Hi, this is Alicia Eichmann from 4daymarketer.com. That is me with one of my boys, and this is energyformoms.com, my fun blog about helping stay-at-home, work-at-home moms have mental and emotional energy and balanced life, and kind of focusing on staying motivated and marketable, working on those challenges. So I'm going to walk you through how to start with a post and an opt-in, and then just look really basically at how you can start with tags and campaigns and workflows in Drip. And I'm going to talk about it, lay steps out on the website, but on 4daymarketer.com, but I just wanted to start doing some videos so that you could see exactly what this looks like to help paint a picture for you. I'm so excited for you to learn more about what you can really do with Drip or ConvertKit, but these email programs really can help you do marketing automation now, and it is powerful. It can revolutionize your business. So, and help you grow your business if you're getting started and you're still trying to get more traffic, more subscribers. Okay, so here we are on a post about digitally decluttering your life. And I've got some steps here. I've got my bootcamp workbook. You can go get that if you like. And at the bottom here, I've got the form embedded in the page, and it's also a pop-up that people can click on. So this is the same one. Get the digital decluttering checklist. Alright, so they submit that, and let's go to Drip. This is the form. So if I click on forms, I would see a list of my forms, and then I click on digital decluttering checklist. I can see that it's active. One person has submitted this. So I click here. This is where in Drip you can create that form, and you can decide if you want it to pop up. You can say which pages it shows on. So I've got the bootcamp one that I show on most of the site, and so I just exclude the bootcamp one from this blog post, and for this blog post I put this opt-in. And we can get more into that, but I wanted to mention that here. So the form, it's set up, I put it on the website, and for tags I've created this list of tags, and what I recommend starting with is for each opt-in that you have, add a tag for received it. So I've got received bootcamp workbook, received digital declutter checklist, this journal isn't live, or this workbook, the value discovery worksheet's live. Anyways, when I create an opt-in, I create a tag, and the tag needs to be already created here if once you go somewhere else and you want to use it and add it. Alright, so I've got my tags. I also add, for every campaign, I create a tag that's completed that campaign. Alright, here's my list of campaigns. And so you can just see, these are the emails that are going, and you can see your opens, clicks, unsubscribes, and you can delay, similar to most programs now, you can delay the number of days and really drip out the parts of an email campaign, which is really cool. So digital decluttering checklist, I was going to focus on that one. I've got 2 emails, one's a draft. So really for this one, I'm just delivering it. And then we're going to look at the workflow that I've set up for this one. So here are my workflows. Digital decluttering checklist. Okay. They submit the form, and then I say send the campaign, and then I say it's just one email, so I say wait. Okay, now apply the tag, receive the checklist. And then I'm applying the send newsletter tag. Now what I recommend, and what I'm still working on adding this to this site, but I recommend here adding another action, which would be send a campaign, And let's just say my bootcamp one could be this. What I'm doing here is then I would add a delay, and I'll explain this. Oh, clicked on the wrong thing. I'm going to add a delay to give it time to send a nurture campaign. So someone comes in, they get the thing they asked for, and then you tag them, they receive that thing. So that then when you go over and you click and you looked at your subscribers and you want to see what the different people have been doing, or you can easily filter and say, show me everybody who has this tag. You can see the people who got that tag. You can send an email broadcast just to the people who received that thing to follow up and talk to people who you can tell were interested in that topic. And then what I recommend you start thinking about doing is adding a nurture campaign that's specifically about this topic, or at least targeted at people who are interested in this topic. So digital decluttering. These are people who are thinking about balance and simplicity, but it might not even be, you have the people who are wanting to declutter their stuff and that simplicity, and then what I was really trying to target here is more whether or not you feel like going through and figuring out if you have too many pair of jeans or going through your kids' art stuff. Digital decluttering is more about mental clutter, right? Because that's what I focus on, mental and emotional energy. So mental clutter. So I am going to write a nurture sequence to follow this up and talk about, I need to brainstorm a list of topics, but I would have a nurture sequence where I would introduce myself more and talk about things that are really speaking to this person before I put them on my weekly newsletter down here that you see. They'll get added to the newsletter, and then they'll just get whatever I'm sending that week. But they're really going to feel more engaged and become a fan more quickly if I nurture them first and show them that I'm talking to them before I send one I'm just sending to everybody that's probably been on my list longer. So I've added, for right now, I've added the bootcamp campaign, which is a good thing to send. And I would probably add another thing here that would say, hey, thanks so much for signing up, and I see that you have the digital decluttering checklist. I hope that's working well. I'm also going to send you my bootcamp workbook with some follow-up emails. I hope you really enjoy it. And so then, delay, yeah, right here. So I would do 9 days of delay, because that is how long it will take for them to get that 7-day campaign. It's 7 days, and then I have a follow-up email that says, hey, how did it go? So then I apply the send newsletter tag. And so someone who is new, who comes in to my list through this opt-in, can get this workflow and then get added to the list and then exit the workflow. And so they will have been tagged with receiving the checklist. And then I think I need to add the tag, and I need to add it right here. Add that they completed, it's not a campaign, so that's why I didn't add it. But if for this opt-in, I had a campaign specifically for that opt-in, then I would add the digital declutter checklist campaign. In this case, it's just one email where I just give them what they asked for. And you don't have to have a campaign specifically for each opt-in. You can just have a nurture campaign that goes with it, but the idea is to be using tags to every time somebody receives an item, an opt-in item, or receives a targeted topic campaign, to put a tag they received it or that they completed it. We'll get into this, but it's also a good idea to do when somebody purchases something. When they become a customer, you add a customer tag and you add a tag for whatever it is that they purchased. Alright, so I also wanted to go into another workflow and just show you, I've got a rule for this, so let's go over here and come back to the workflow. Okay, here, became a new email subscriber. That is an action that I'm going to base my workflow on. And now over here, I can come to my rules. We'll get into rules. Rules are amazing. Join email list. So I can have a rule that's join email list, and now I've got all my triggers. So every time I make a new way for someone to join my list, I put it here. So they submitted the value discovery worksheet form, they submitted a form for the boot camp. I have a couple of pages on lead pages, and I can just say submitted a landing page from lead pages, or the digital decluttering checklist. So those are all the ones that are active, and I can just say when any of these things happen, do this action, which is to record a custom event, became a new email subscriber. Now, I am experimenting with custom events. I would actually recommend that you apply a tag, and yeah, I mean, we could say send newsletter. Yeah, so we'll get into talking about tags. I'll have a whole video about that. That's really important for you to think about what you want to accomplish and what you want to know, because you don't want a tag for everything. You want tags about the right things that tell you what you need to know so that you can email certain groups of your audience in order to be able to say certain things to the right people so that you're not speaking to everybody when you speak to everybody. You can segment your audience and make them feel more like you're really talking to them and give them the information that they are the most interested in. Well, thank you for listening to this. If you enjoyed this, I can't wait to share more about Drip as I get my videos organized into topics and have even better examples to give you. So thanks so much. If you have any questions, please just give me a shout, reply to the newsletter, or go to 4daymarketer.com. Thank you.